everybody. Welcome to Gamer Grudge, where we like to make fun of everything, more specifically Nintendo, it turns out, because anytime we try to do something with anybody else, it comes back to Nintendo, because Nintendo is always the worst of the worst. But today we're going to be talking about Nintendo's newest screw-up, which is going to be the change in their end-user license agreement, which makes it so that they can brick your consoles just at any time if they feel like doing it. But I'm going to be joined in this conversation today by our Kevin, Logisticals Operations Unit. Kevin, say hi.
I'm so bricked up right now. Let's talk about the
Ooh,
Switch.
he's bricked. All right, and I'm also joined by Andrew Interactive. Andrew, why don't you say hi?
Reuse Nintendo joke.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be a reused Nintendo joke because we made fun of them so much. But as you can see on my screen, to my right, or your left, or whatever, I have an article by GameFile. They covered this, and so did PC Gamer, where Nintendo decided to change their end user license agreement. And the change specifically affects how you can use your console and what Nintendo can do to affect your console. So, originally, the end user license agreement, as stated by GameFile here, said that you are not allowed to lease, rent, sublicense, publish, copy, modify, adapt, translate, reverse engineer, decompile, or disassemble all or any portion of the Nintendo account services without Nintendo's written consent or unless otherwise expressly permitted by applicable law. That was the original, and now, to go on to the lengthy other one, I'm going to go to PC Gamer where they kind of like just break it down a little bit more. And now the new one, it has that same thing, but now it says that you can't bypass, modify, decrypt, defeat, tamper with, or otherwise circumvent any of the functions or protections of the Nintendo account services, including through the use of any hardware or software that would cause the Nintendo account services to operate other than in accordance with its documentation and intended use. You cannot obtain, install, or use any unauthorized copies of Nintendo account services, and you can't exploit the Nintendo account services in any manner other than to use them in accordance with the applicable documentation and intended use. In each case, without Nintendo's written consent or express authorization, or unless otherwise expressly permitted by applicable law. There you go. That's the full thing. Now I don't have to run on with that anymore. But as stated by PC Gamer, it specifically gives Nintendo the right to just brick your console if you decide to mod or like mod any of your hardware or mod any of your games or extract any of the ROMs. And as pointed out by them, this is actually something that is protected by consumer rights. It's a legal protection. So, Andrew, let's start with you. What do you think of it? What do you want to say to Nintendo for doing this?
I just want to first say, Nintendo, thank you for the opportunity to let me bash you again. And you can go yourself.
Ooh, harsh one right there. Kevin, what's your first reaction to this?
They have me at protecting so they don't. This is essentially to not pirate games, but then it's the fact that what if little Jimothy is messing around with his console by accident? Like, kids are stupid. I was a stupid computer program once, allegedly, and yeah, what if he just bricks his console by mistake? That'd be a pretty tough conversation to have.
Yeah, I mean, it
Look,
definitely
Mom.
would.
Look, Mommy, I drew a smiley face on my Switch. I modified the hardware itself. Oh, Timmy, sorry, you can no longer use the Switch.
Oh,
This is a very extreme case. Very
ooh,
extreme
sorry.
case.
Now it's just a brick that you get to use as a paperweight. Aww. But I mean, this comes from Nintendo. I mean, obviously they have everyone's best interest at heart. They obviously have never done anything that has been against the consumer in recent months, like increasing their games, selling us a console that's just a copy of the one that has already been made, or, selling us on more Mario Kart that's been made time and time again, or selling us on upgrades that people don't want for a game that looks the same as it did on the last generation. Or,
Are
even
you kidding me?
trying to sell us on, maybe a game that's like Elden Ring, where it looks like on the new console, and every other game it looks great. I mean, come on.
What are
They've never done
what are you
anything good.
talking about? Nintendo? No. They're the best company around.
They are. Kevin, come on. I know you have a lot of love for them. What do you want to say to Nintendo? I know you want to like suck the metaphorical is their company.
The
What
electronic one.
lawsuits?
Yeah, I don't see no lawsuits. I want to know, like, for the life of me, to tamper with the device. That's essentially like what? Putting like a new shell on it? Like, is there going to be a thing like the Suicide Squad has in the back of their brains where it's like, if this screw gets turned a little too much, we're going to freaking blow up your Switch right in front of you?
Hey, it's Nintendo. The system of imagination. Unless you want to
I
imagine your Switch something else. Okay? Freedom and creativity. Now, the Labo is now illegal. You have to get rid
Yeah.
of your Labo.
Did they just outlaw cardboard? Is that what we're getting at here?
I mean, shipping container. Obviously, anybody who ships anything is going against Nintendo because they're using cardboard, and Nintendo invented cardboard. So really, I mean, they already have a patent on it. So I mean, Nintendo should be suing every shipping company. And go against Amazon, Nintendo. Come on.
Now, what's their check on this? Do they have a check to be like, "Hey, we're gonna double check we're making sure you're doing something wrong," or are they just like foul swoop, like, "Hey, if you even remotely do something funny, we're gonna brick you up," you
Yeah.
know?
No, they're gonna have Switch inspectors come to everyone's houses and do routine inspections.
Quite literally, I was about to say that they're gonna have like the NBI, the like Nintendo Bureau of Investigation, just break down your door. Be like, did
Open
you turn
up.
that screw? If you did,
Is
this system is no longer available for use.
It's like those old Wii commercials where they're like, "We want to play." It's like, "We want to check if you're doing anything stupid here." I mean, if it's Miyamoto coming to my door, I'll let him in, have a cup of coffee or whatever he enjoys, and tell him like, "Hey, there's no need to brick anything here. You know, we're chilling."
I'm sorry,
It'll
Mr. Mia. No.
it'll just be Bowser. Obviously, that's why he's in charge now. It's because the evil villain of Mario took charge of Nintendo's like American embassy for whatever American corporation, and there you go. Mario is now being held hostage, and Bowser's in charge, and now everything's going. Simple as that.
Now, this article right there is saying just over 100 edits by their account of
Yeah.
the end user license agreement. That thing is ever so changing, and that's what's weird to me. They did the thing with the digital cart system where they changed that and their messaging behind that, and now they're changing this. It's like, what if you were doing something by mistake earlier that they're like, "Hey, no," and then you try to put up your Switch, and all of a sudden, I know if I spent $500 on this damn Switch too, and it bricked up on me for no reason, I'd be pretty mad. How would you fix that, Nintendo? Come on,
I mean,
Doug, tell me how you'd fix it.
this is coming from the
Yeah, but
company that quite literally stated that they're going to be selling download codes in the form of game cartridges, where you have to
But it's
put the
different.
cartridge in order to download the game. I mean, that already had people pissed off. And now you're
their
saying,
fix
hey, this is the solution. Like, if we know that you modified this because if you put it in there and it has a different code, you had to download that. Hey, guess what? Now you get bricked.
their fix is you buy a new system. Duh.
Of
I was just about to
course.
say, didn't they do that with like peripherals, like third party stuff, like a dock or something? Like early on in the Switch's life cycle, I think they did a thing where it's like, oh, if you get a third party dock, you're gonna break your
Oh,
console as soon as
that was a
you
thing.
insert it. You insert it.
That was a
Shout
thing
out.
because Andrew and I worked at GameStop and people were coming in with their consoles bricked and they were like, "We don't know what happened. We just used this dock that we bought online." And then we were like, sorry, but only Nintendo products work with Nintendo right now because Nintendo doesn't like third party except for whenever they do, and then they usually don't, and then they keep going back and forth on it because they can never make up their damn minds."
I can see the
Once
headline
again,
now. Nintendo likes making people bricked up.
Once again, for the second time in this video, that's another reused Nintendo joke.
It really is. I mean, at this point, Nintendo is just becoming a joke of a company, and that's expecting everyone to shell out like way more than they can in order to be able to get a console that doesn't perform quite as well as any other console on the market. I mean, quite literally, for $450, you should just spend the extra $50 to get a PS5. But
What do you mean becoming?
You're right.
Even I can
Sounds
admit
petty.
that. Even I can admit that.
They done already became it. They've already dropped that bomb, and they have become Death Destroyer of World.
Yeah,
They've already done messed up now.
Yeah, also just like as positive as the Kalo logistical unit of Doom goes,
No positivity.
no positivity. If my console gets bricked because there's no checks and balance to this thing, where it's like, hey, we're gonna put you on a little warning or whatever and make sure you're not doing nothing. And like if they just brick my console, I will never purchase another Nintendo console again.
Oh, I guarantee you I will never purchase a Nintendo console ever again if that happens to me. I mean, full disclosure, I pre-ordered a Switch 2. If I end up getting that thing and then for some stupid ass reason Nintendo
Suckers.
bricks my console, I'm just going to set fire to it and be like, hey, Nintendo, you deserve to burn more than you already are getting burned by everybody who has joined your comments screaming at you to lower the damn prices.
Like imagine how far this thing can go. And it's like, I mean, you don't really know what the scale of it is. Like imagine some parents trying to protect their kids and like link a like freaking safety thing or parental control thing. Link it to
Oh
their
yeah.
phone so they can like view access and hours on their phone. They link it to the Switch, it's unrecognized, bam. Modifying, brick the device. Now your
I
kid can't
just want
play
to know how
nothing.
soon it is. Like what's the reaction time to like a parent doing that and then the brick of the console? Like are they just going to be like countdown clock or count warning then boom, or are they just like, yo, as soon as you log in, you're cooked?
You sync it up to that Nintendo alarm clock, and then the alarm clock just starts a countdown.
What a system integration. Alarmo is secretly a time bomb.
Exactly.
Alarmo finally has a use.
Every
If
single
you
Actually,
have
no,
that
it
in your
wouldn't.
room,
wow, we
if
all
you have that in
No,
your
no,
room,
no.
seek help. Seek help, please.
No, because the Alarmo would still just be one person per household.
For the
Plus,
lonely
it won't
people
work.
out there like me.
It won't work for the family plans. Never mind, I forgot. Because
just
that's what you need is alarm
ooh.
clock that won't work if you have people around.
Is that the next step? Is it going to be that like as soon as you modify your Switch, if you have a family plan, everyone's consoles in the family get bricked?
Does it make a little
Oh,
noise, like a little zzz?
does it just show a brick on the screen? I just
Ooh.
wanna know. I'm asking for a friend.
I would like, I would like to imagine it's the Mario saying a baby,
just
or
becomes
What's
maybe
the
it'll just be like,
Super Mario Sunshine music they play whenever you die? Like, play that whenever your console gets bricked.
try
Make it an experience.
try to use it and you just hear Mario going, "Oh no." I can't do a Mario voice, but you know what I'm talking about. But that is that's Nintendo's latest screw up, everybody, and we hope you enjoyed this episode of Gamer Grudge. I've been joined by Andrew Interactive and Kalo Operations Unit, but Andrew, I still have yet to get a rating from you like I do in every episode. I know it's not a video, but what do you rate Nintendo at this point overall as a company?
negative 1 million Sonics out of 10 Marios.
Ooh. Kevin, what's your rating for Nintendo as a company?
How dare you bring Sonic into this? But I'm
No, it's Sonic
gonna.
versus Mario.
Okay, fair, fair, fair. I'm gonna rate this 3 bricked up Goombas out of 2 Koopas.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, as you can tell, we have bad ratings for Nintendo, and we have bad ratings for a lot of things. But again, this has been Gamer Grudge. I've been Aiden, joined by Kalo Interactive Kalo Operations Unit and Andrew Interactive. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed our content, feel free to subscribe, like, leave your nastiest comments down below, and rip Nintendo a new one because they're going to be the worst company overall for the next generation to come. But have a good day, everybody.
Going to be.